Coming on the mat. So feet hip distance apart. Rocking through your feet. Coming into the room. Into your room. This is kind of funny. Settle the big toe a little bit and heel down. Knees are softened. Think about the pelvis, rib cage, and head stacked. Ready, floating arms. So breathing in. And breathing out, push the air down. Good. 2 more. And out. 1 more this. And out. And then lateral flexion. So breathing in, lift up, and breathing out off to the side. Breathing in to come up. And breathing out. Good. 1 more to each side. And over. Good. Coming into center and roll the shoulders back. Bringing your hands onto your hips. So I'm going to move, but you don't have to. So you're going to just do a hinge from the hips. Kind of keep the chest lifted, getting into a hamstring stretch. Go through the crown of the head. And then draw the belly in to come back up. And again, hinging directly from the hips. So you still have that neutral spine. Sticking the bum out, hamstring stretch. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And coming up. Good. From there, ready to roll down. So nod your chin towards the chest, slowly rolling through the spine. And then bending from the hips to come down and hold it at the bottom. You're going to bend your left knee, bring your left hand around the right ankle and rotate up. Send your weight tiny bit back. Should have a nice hip stretch. And then de-rotate the other side. So bending the right knee, grabbing onto the left ankle and opening up. Send the weight back a little bit. De-rotate. Straighten yourself out. Soften your knees if you have a bad back. Just slowly rolling up. Bring your hips underneath you to restack your spine. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Coming at the end of your mat. Ready? So floating arms, breathing in. Breathing out. Nodding your chin towards the chest. Slowly rolling down through your spine again. Walk yourself forward just into a cat. So into your 4-point kneeling. Shoulders are back and engaged. Knees underneath hips. Ready? Cat. Lengthen through the crown of the head and the tailbone. Tuck the pelvis under. Let it ripple through the spine. Then dropping the head. Take a breath in there. Breathing out. Head and tail comes back at the same time. Good. 2 more of those in your own time. And when you're done with the next one, coming into neutral. And then with that neutral spine, so with your low back curve, you're just going to send your weight a little bit back. Keep sending the bum out just to open up the base of the pelvis, the sit bones wide, and then rocking forward again. Rocking back, so I'm engaging with the core, keeping that neutral pelvis, and up. This time you're going to go off to the side. So keep that neutral pelvis. As you go back, go up towards the left heel. It's sort of down and to the left. And you should feel, if you kind of find it, you should feel a really good deep hip stretch there. And then come up to center. And back to the left again. So going on back. Remember, sometimes you need to go a little further to the left, a little further down, and then you get this lovely hip stretch. And then coming into center. Same thing on the other side. So going to the right, down and out. Oh yeah, that feels really nice. Coming up. And 1 more. Good. Coming into center, bring your hands a little in front of you, and then I'm calling this down cat. So you send your heart down So shoulder extension, always listen to your shoulders. And then you're going to come up a little bit, have your knees wide, just kind of slide back into your rest position. You can have your hands forward or you can cross your hands, relax your head on your hands, and just take 2 or 3 thoracic breaths in there. So 4 or 5 seconds in, 4 or 5 seconds out, and let the pelvis just relax down towards your feet. Good. When you're ready, come lie down onto your mat in your relaxation position. Good. So your knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor, arms are down by your side. And then from there, just take another thoracic breath in. And as you exhale, let the pelvis, the ribcage, and the head become nice and heavy. And then just start with some neck rolls. So send your head to one side and then to the other, keeping your body relaxed. Keep with a thoracic breath. Coming into center and then chin tuck. So look up a little bit and then nod your chin a little bit. One more of those. Keeping the head heavy and then nose circles. So go down and around. Up. Keep the head really heavy. Keep the circles, the comfortable range of movement. Good. Once you complete 2, do 2 in the opposite direction. See how big of a circle you can make. Once you're done with that, bring your head back into neutral. Good. And then starting with your pelvic tilt. So engaging the lower core, send your low back into the mat. Breathing in to send the pelvis the other way. Good. 2 more of those pelvic tilts. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart, reasonably close to your bum as we come into a spine curl. So imprint your low back, slowly wheel your hips up towards the ceiling. Keep the inner thighs active, send your knees away from you gently. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, reverse it down. Good. 1 more of those in your own time. You can relax your body, close your eyes if you wish. And then elongating down. And then 2, adding on your rib cage closure. So out, breathing out for the spine to come up. In for the arms. Leave them there, breathing out to come down. Make sure the big toes are down so you're not rolling out in your feet. Breathing in, arms for your side. 1 more of those in your own time. And finishing up at the bottom of that one. Bring your arms into a low V, knees together, feet together, ready for hip rolls. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, going over towards the right. Lengthen the top hip down. Breathing in, using those opposite obliques to draw you to center. Breathing out, going the other way. Nice. In your own time, 1 more on each side. Relax your body, use your breath. And then when you're in center, hold up there. Cross your left leg all the way over. Take a breath in as you breathe out, hip roll over towards the right. Take it slow. So this is a little bit of an SI joint into the hip, also into the low back. Listen to your body. Take a breath in, breathing out to come to center. And same thing on the other side. Hip rolling to the left. So we crossed our legs the other way, hip rolling to the left. Taking that breath in, and then coming back to center. Good. And then from there, you're going to send your legs away from you and give yourself a full body stretch. And then bringing your arms towards the ceiling, palms facing towards each other. Ready? Shoulder drops. Breathing in to reach up, breathing out to drop the back of the shoulders down. Good. 2 more. Good. Have your palms facing towards your knees, ready for ribcage closure. Take a breath in, breathing out, arms back behind you, sending those ribs down. Breathing in, arms towards the ceiling. And 1 more, breathing out, arms back behind you. In, arms towards the ceiling. Good. Engage your lower core, leave your arms there, down and engage. Then you're going to drag your left leg in, and then your right leg in, and bring your knees together, feet together. Okay, take a breath in. As you hip roll towards the right, your left arm is going to go back behind you. Really make sure you maintain that rib to hip connection on that left side. Breathing in, your arm comes towards the ceiling, your knees come towards your arms and knees to the ceiling. Breathing out the other side, hip rolling to the left, right arm goes back. Good. Breathing into center. Same thing in your own time, 1 more on each side. Good. From there, once you're back, you're going to bring your feet hip distance apart. Nod your chin towards the chest, keeping your knees bent. You're going to roll up. And sitting up. Nice and tall. If you need to grab behind your thigh bones, that's absolutely fine. Good. And then sitting nice and tall on your sit bones, ready for seat curve. So hands underneath thighs, feet are flat, growing as much as you can through the crown of the head. Take a breath in, nod your chin towards the chest, and then slowly tucking the pelvis under and rolling down from the top part of the spine. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, derotate, come back up and lift through the crown of the head. 2 more. Nod the chin towards the chest, coming into your C curve. Make sure you're rolling back with the pelvis, most important. Breathing in to come up. And 1 more of those. Good. Ready? Arms out in front of you. You can sit up nice and tall if you're able to, or if you need to bend your knees, if you have a bad back like me, take a breath in. As you breathe out, come into your C curve. So nod the chin towards the chest, rolling from the upper spine, rolling back in from the pelvis. And then you're going to roll back. Good. Holding up there. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Flex the feet if your legs are lifting. Bring the arms towards your toes. Scoop the belly and coming forward. Spine stretch forward. Take a really nice long one. Reach through the crown of the head and the fingertips. Good. So you're already in your C curve. So shoulders now down and engaged, rolling back again, part way, and then arms opening wide. And then towards the center, spine stretch forward. Good. Next, we're going to add on rotation. So we're going to put one arm on top of the other, like a Cossack position, and rotate. So one arm on the other. Breath in as you breathe out, rotating towards the left. Breathing into center. Breathing out, rotating towards the right. Breathing into center, spine stretch forward. Good. And then lifting up. Nice. Crossing your legs. You guys can stay facing your mat. I'm going to face you, but you can stay as you are if you wish. We're just going to take waist twist. So take a breath in as you breathe out, starting with the head, rotating around. Breathing into center. Breathing out the other way. Good, coming into center. Bringing your arms down on the mat, or actually bringing your one hand onto the knee. So as you breath in and you breathe out, you can really push yourself to go a little bit further. Make sure the ribs are not in extension and get that little extra bit of rotation with the help of your hands. Breathing into center. Same thing on the other side. Breathing out, lift, lift, lift through the crown of the head. Nice. Coming into center, side stretch. Ready? Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Coming into center. Good. And this time you're going to have the ball back behind your ribs. And then gently, if you have a ball. If you don't have a ball, obviously just coming, you're going to roll straight back if you don't have a ball. Rolling back into a position, curl up position. So with the ball or without the ball, back behind your mid-back, bring your hands back behind your head. So I'm going to start with the ball and then I'll ditch it and join everyone that doesn't have one. So if you have the ball, when you go over, you need to make sure that it's just between the shoulder blades and that your back is feeling comfortable. Hands back behind your head, shoulders down engaged, lengthen through the crown of the head. As you breathe out, send the ribs down to come into your curl up. Breathing in, continue to lengthen through the crown of the head as you go back. And then you're going to rotate over towards the right-hand side. Breathe out, connect, waist twist to the right. Tuck the ribs in. Breathing into center, going back over the ball. And breathe out, connect with that core, coming into a center curl up. Feel the shake. Breathing into back. And then to the left. Okay. And then to center. To gather the patterns, we're going to the right. And then center. And then left. And then center. So carry on in your own time. Use your deep breath. Keep the head heavy. And move from the ribs the whole time. Nice. Good job. The next time you go to the right, you're going to come into center. And then you're going to release the ball. Come up, release the ball if you have it, and give yourself a full body stretch. Good. Great. Ah, nice. Ready? So single leg stretch prep. So have both your knees bent and you're in your relaxation position. And actually, after all that, let's just take some quick hip rolls. So knees together, feet together. Just take a hip roll or two in each direction. Make sure there's no tension in the back. One more set of those. Relax your body. Particularly let the ribs really rest into the mat. And then once you come into center, hold up there and bring those feet hip distance apart. Ready? Single leg stretch prep. With your left leg, heel toe float your left leg up into a single knee fold. Slightly externally rotate it so the knee goes out a little, the heel comes towards the center. So not fully, it's just a partial. And then as you breathe out, or just breathe, draw that left knee in towards the left shoulder, extend that right leg away from you, and take an extra breath in there. It's a really lovely deep hip stretch in the back of the pelvis as well. Good. And then bring the left leg into a single knee fold, drag the right leg in, replace the left leg down, keeping your lower core active by drawing those hip bones. Other side, right leg, heel toe float the right leg up, a little external rotation. Send the left leg away from you. Bring both hands underneath the right knee to draw it in towards that right shoulder. And take that extra breath in there. Really try to draw the knee in and lengthen that leg away. It feels so nice. And coming into center. Good. Bring the left leg up to join it. Both of them are slightly externally rotated, hands on the outside. We're going to do single leg stretch and into single straight leg stretch, okay? Nod your chin towards the chest, curling up, right? Hike yourself up, shoulders down, engaged. Take a breath in, keeping the external rotation, breathing out. Left leg goes out, right knee, draw it in towards the shoulder, and swap. Good. Keep going. So you're sending the leg about 45 degrees. Don't drop it down. Keep the height of your curl up, but really enjoy that hip stretch in the process. Good. We're going to do one more on each side. So you're going to finish with the right leg going out, left leg in. Bring your legs together. Draw the left leg straight, right leg is slightly externally rotated, single straight leg stretch, and swap. Good. Take it slow, control the legs, and draw it in, a bit of a hamstring stretch. One more set. Keep going through the crown of the head. Pull yourself up on the legs if you're feeling it in your neck. Good. Bring your knees together, bring your head down, send your head side to side. Good job. Happy days. With your knees, hands into your knees, legs totally relaxed. You're going to draw your knees in towards your chest for hip circles, and then send the legs nice and wide and around. Good. And one more or two more in the other direction. Relax your body. Nice. And then send one leg down, the other leg down. Give yourself the full body stretch. Good. Roll on over onto your side, ready for your oyster. So hips and feet are at the back of your mat. Linda, if you have a head cushion for your arm, that would be great. On your upper body, you're on a diagonal, so upper body off the front part of your mat. And then you need to gently stick the bum out so you're in neutral. Okay, when you're ready, make sure that those ribs are attached so you're not in extension, right? Ribs are in neutral. And off you go, gently sticking the bum out as you lift the knee. So you should be feeling it in the rotators. If you feel it lower down, that means you need to get your body on more of a diagonal and stick the bum out. One more of these. Good. Hip mobility. So come to the top part of your oyster, but this time tap your knee down all the way to the mat if you can. If that's too much, just tap knee to knee and then foot to foot. So either knee to knee or a little more to tap it down in front of you, whichever version you prefer. Work slowly, really trying to get that front foot all the way forward and then get that knee as high as you can. Nice. One more of those. Good. And take a moment. Relax the knee down. Good. And then coming into the oyster position again, you're going to come to the top part of the oyster, so you're externally rotated. Hold that thigh bone where it is. You don't have to physically hold it, but you know what I mean. Extend from the knee, so when you bend your knee, the feet should come back and then lower the knee. Okay, so gently keep that bum going out. Lift, extend from the knee, bend from the knee, and lower. Good. One more. Extend, bend, and lower the knee. Good. Bring yourself onto your side, so in straight, upper body's off the front part of your mat, ribs are connected. Bottom leg can either be together, or you can keep the bottom one bent, whatever you prefer, okay? Hand can be down on the mat, here, or above you if that's your bag, whatever suits. Lengthen the top leg away from you, lift and lower. So bring it just to hip height and lift from there. You should be feeling this only directly in the side of the hip. Have a look and make sure that you don't see your whole leg in front of you or all of it behind you. Good. And then from there, you're going to bring the leg back behind you a tiny bit, and you're going to tap down and up. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the leg into the center. Reach it away from you, tiny little circles. 1, 2, 3, and then reverse. 1, draw the belly in, lengthen through the crown of the head. 2, 3, and relax that leg down. Oh, good job. Nice. Ready? Coming on up. And let's flip on over to the other side, ready for oyster. Upper body in the diagonal, hips and feet at the back. Nice. Ready? And off we go. Oyster. Nice. One more of those. That's 8. And then coming into your hip mobility. So knee up, foot up. If you don't want to do knee to knee, if you can tap down in front of you, feel free. Listen to your body. Two more. Good. And relax it all down. Back into your oyster position. Ready? Adding on the leg extensions. So come to the top of your oyster, hold that external rotation, extend from the knee, bend the knee, feet should come back together, lower the knee. If your feet don't come back together, it just means that when you come out, you're losing your external rotation, then your foot's going to bend behind you. So that's what you want to do, is really hold that thigh in external rotation. Good. You have one more of these. Good. And then straighten your body out, or bend the bottom knee if you prefer, whichever. Make sure your ribs are organized, your ribs are in neutral. Have a look that you only see the top part of your feet. Top shoulders kind of down and engaged. Lengthen the top leg away from you, bring it to hip height, and then lift and lower from there. Two more. Good. Bring the legs slightly behind you, so tucking the pelvis under so it's getting into a hip flexor extension and not low back extension. 5 little taps down. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the leg into center and 3 circles in each direction. Really draw the belly in, particularly if your legs, both legs are straight. And reverse the circles. Good. And then from there, we're going to do the funky pigeon. So do you remember the funky pigeon? The option is, if I show you from this direction, 4-point kneeling, lengthening your left leg away from you, but you send it back and away from you. right? And then you come down, so your right knee's underneath that shoulder, but that leg is crisscrossed behind you. That makes sense? Ready? Left leg goes straight back behind you, crisscross it behind you, and then lean on back. Most important is that the knee and the shoulder are in alignment. And you should be feeling it in the right hip. And breathe. Is everyone feeling it? Give a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Great. Excellent. And breathe. Always listen to your knee. Send that foot back and away from you. A little more crisscross and a little further. 2 more breaths in there. Oh man, that goes deep. So good. Last one of those. Good. And then wiggle yourself back up. Come back into your 4-point kneeling. Good alignment. Send the right leg away from you. Crisscross it back over to the left. As you come down, make sure that the left knee and the left shoulder are in line. And then sit back into it so you feel that left hip release. And breathe. If anyone has any problems or isn't feeling something, just let me know. Send that back foot a little further away and a little more to the left. 2 more breaths. Good. And coming up. Good. From there, just tail wag. So have a neutral spine. Just send your hips gently side to side. And then coming into neutral. Right. I think I've migrated a little far from the camera. Okay, coming in. So from there, we are going to come onto our 4-point kneeling. And have your knees together. Ready? From there, you're going to lengthen your left leg away from you. Bring it in line with your hips or in your spine. And then from there, you're going to do 10 little pulses up into the spinal line of your glutes. Ready? That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it up as high as you can without rotating the pelvis. Send the leg out to the side and then back towards the center. Good. Head is in line with the spine. I do see you. Nice. And then bringing that leg down. And then hip circles, so big wide hip circles, keeping that knee bent and out to the side. And then reverse the circles. Good. Have your knees wide, sit back onto your heels. Take a moment, relax the low back. Good. Coming back into your 4-point kneeling. Knees together. Ready? Your right leg, send it away from you. Lift it to the point where you just feel like your glutes become a door stopper. Can't go any further. Lengthen it away from you, 10 pulses into that smile line. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10. Keep it at the height of that, and then going out to the side and drawing it back in. Draw the belly in, shoulders are back and engaged, lengthen through the crown of the head. 2 more. Good. Bend the knee and knee circles. So nice big and wide circles off to the side. 3 in each direction. That's 3. And reverse. Good. Knees wide, sit back onto your heels.
Look and see what you're doing.
Good. And then come lying down onto your belly, having your heels flopped in, ribs tucked under, ready for your diamond press. Okay? Nose is tucked under, heels flopped in. And then roll the nose forward, lift from the back of the head, go through the crown of the head. Take a breath in there. As you breathe out, send the nose down and under. Good. 2 more. And then whenever you're ready, you're going to come into your cobra prep. So hands on the wooden floor, shoulders back and engaged. First, bring your head in line with the spine, then lengthen through the crown of the head. Start to come on up, send the heart forward, feel the extension. Make sure you're not looking up too much. Good. And coming down. And in your own time, you can do 1 or 2 more of those or coming into your cobra, whatever feels good to you this evening. It goes into the back, find more length in the spine and tuck the pelvis under. Good, 1 more there. Good. And then coming on down. Bringing your legs into parallel. You're going to grab one leg and then the other leg for quad stretch. Diamond press with your head. If you can send your knees away from you and lift, great. And then breathing, rocking in the core. If you didn't eat dinner, because that goes horribly wrong. Good. And then soften the knees down. Release the legs, sit back onto your heels. Good job. Nice. And then come lie down onto your relaxation position 1 more time. So grab your head cushions. Coming in a little closer. And then from there, just take a spine curl. So hands down by your side, imprint your low back, wheel the hips up towards the ceiling. Breathing in to bring your arms back behind you. Breathing out, send your knees away from you as you spine curl down. And then settle down on the mat. Just take a moment there. Take 2 thoracic breaths. Let the pelvis, the ribcage, and the head relax. Good. Ready? Make sure your spine is in neutral so you have that gentle low back curve. Engage the lower core by drawing the hip bones together. Heel toe float your left leg up. Heel toe float your right leg up into a double knee fold. Ready? If you want to start with your arms up towards the ceiling, so do 1 shoulder drop, breathing in to reach up, breathing out, drop the back of the shoulders down, ready for toe taps. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, starting with the left leg, slowly opening from the hip. Just do 1 set, leaving the arms towards the ceiling. Breathing in to slowly use that lower core to wheel it back. And then the right side. Breathing in, lower core is focused on that. If you want to add on the dead bug, that's the left leg is toe tapping. Right arm is going back. Breathing in to use your full core to draw everything to center. Same thing on the other side and carry on in your own time. Nice. Make sure you're opening from the hip and not dropping the knee. That's better. Good. Once you finish with the right leg and left arm, take a moment, bring your knees in towards your chest.
Yeah, all good.
And then we're going to add on a little more fun. Double knee fold, arms to the side, up. So instead of the arms going back, this time it's going to go drop out to the side. Okay, so take a breath in. As you breathe out, toe tap with the left leg, right arm goes directly towards the side. So you really need to use those obliques to keep you stable, breathing in to troll it back. So you should feel like it's really pulling you off to the side and you're using all of your core to keep your tummy and everything stable. Good, keep going, use your breath. One more set. And bring your knees in. Good job. Nice. Really good. Good. Bring your hands back behind your thighs. Nod your chin towards the chest and rock yourself up. Lovely. From there, have your legs hip distance apart on their, or mat width apart, knees bent, and windscreen wipers, sending one knee down and the other knee down. Just like the toddler shuffle, I'll be off the screen in no time. Good. Even yourself out from which you began. And then kind of roll yourself over into your 4-point kneeling. Draw the shoulders back and engage. Tuck the toes under. And come into your down dog. So pedaling through your feet. So send one heel down. Really push through so you get the hips up. And then send the other heel down. Like take a moment and get that really nice calf stretch, backline stretch. Finding the opposition, heel down, hips up. Good, you're going to finish with the left heel going down. Nice, soften your knees whenever you're ready. Walk your hands back towards your toes. Hang there for a moment, enjoy the backline stretch, feels so nice. Soften your knees if you have a bad back. If you feel like you want to walk yourself up your legs, that's always fine. Rolling up. And then come facing towards me. Nice. Hi. Good. Ready? Feet are hip distance apart. Ready? One floating arm. So breathing in and out. And then lateral flexion. Breathing in, lift through the crown of the head. Breathing out to go over. Breathing in and out. Lovely. One more on each side. Coming into center and roll the shoulders back.